Self-regulation. In light of the situation today in the world and our community and even our relationships, we don't actually regulate ourselves emotionally in the correct manner. Well, today in the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, we're going to talk about self-regulation, and I'm going to give you several tips to how you decrease your anxiety and live in a better calm today. Self-regulation, the ability to direct our thoughts, our emotions, and our behaviors. Essentially having a say in what we do with them. We have thoughts and we have feelings, and then we have to make a choice to how we cope with these things as they occur. Some people actually feel that we don't have a choice in how we respond to them, that we react to everything that happens to us. And so, unfortunately, a lot of people live a life reacting to everything. And that's not solely their fault. You have to understand, we come to this world as infants. And when we come to this world as infants, we don't know how to regulate our bowels, can't even keep our head up straight because everything is stimulated through our nervous system. So in essence, we need co-regulators, which are our guardians or our parents. Co-regulators is important because see, when we're an infant, we can't regulate our nervous system. We can barely lift our heads up. We don't know how to control our bowels. We just do things because we don't have full capacity of our nervous system. So we need a co-regulator actually to assist us in this. But what happens is that when you go through infancy and you go into toddler, you go into being a toddler, you see transfer some things that may happen. The toddler may start crying and screaming, and then instead of soothing or engaging with the toddler and to explain to them what the sensation is and explain to them how the emotions are affecting them and what they need to do with it and how they need to handle it, sometimes we disassociate. Parents disassociate themselves because life happens. It's difficult, and they may shut down. They may shut down and just don't even hear the kids screaming. So they can just go about doing what they have to do, or they may do the flip upside, just scream at them. That's not helping, that's not assisting. So you go from infancy, then you go to a toddler, and then fast forward to adulthood. You have a lot of adults who are emotionally inept and do not know how to regulate their emotions because their co-regulator didn't know how to regulate theirs. Hear what I said? The co-regulator didn't know how to regulate theirs, meaning the co-regulator. The co-regulator had no control of their emotions, and their nervous system was jacked. They had anxiety issues, so therefore, how can they effectively regulate the infant or the toddler in the correct manner? Because if they experience anxiety and depression and those emotions are very heavy on them, it's good chance that they're going to transfer those onto the child, and then the child won't have the ability actually to regulate their emotions in the correct way. So we as adults have to relearn and to regulate our own emotions. Due to lack of modeling from the co-regulators who happen to be our parents or our guardians, we are left in a position that we have to regulate our own emotions so we can deal more effectively in the life that we live as adults. One way to regulate our emotions would be conscious awareness. Being conscious awareness is being in a state of knowing what you're around, being aware of your state of being. Because if you're not aware of your state of being, a lot of times what will happen that you'll go into reactionary living instead of responding. You'll react. But if you're consciously aware, then you can actually take a hold of things in your life and live life on purpose. One way that you can be conscious awareness is meditation. Think about what you're thinking about. Take a time. You can take as minimal as 1 minute a day just to be conscious of your surroundings. Feel the sensations of your body. Be aware of what's happening, what triggers you. See, we're going to deal with triggers. The rest of our life, we're going to deal with triggers. But the key is, how do you deal with the triggers? How do you deal with your triggers? Are you aware what triggers you and what it does to your body? If you're aware of that, then it's ways that you can actually bring down your anxiety levels. If you're conscious, what's happening that we're not conscious of what's happening, we're just not aware. Number 2, breathe from the belly. Sounds funny, right? But a lot of people do not breathe deeply from their belly. Now, breath actually helps to reset the parasympathetic nervous system. It resets it. It shoots oxygen over to the cortex, and it resets the amygdala. But what it does, that deep belly breathing, you have to sit up right, deep breathing. If you don't do it 10 times a day, start at least once. Deep belly breathing, that will help to reset and regulate your emotions. Try it. Number 3, journal. Journal will be an effective way to actually get things on paper. A lot of times we're triggered by external stimuli that affects us and gets our emotions stirred up. And so if our emotions get stirred up, we don't know how to effectively regulate those. So by journaling, it allows you get some type of catharsis. It allows you, if you can put it on paper, you can get it out your head. It prevents one or two things. It prevents you from internalizing things, or just internalizing or numbing yourself with something else, or overtly being aggressive because you don't have a handle on that emotion, hence not regulating the emotions. So journaling will be a good way to actually to get those thoughts on paper and to regulate your emotion. That's number 3. 4th, notice your body. If you disassociate yourself, you won't be able to feel your body. That's why you have to relearn. Sometimes you have to relearn your body because you've been numbing yourself to your emotions. If you listen to your body will tell you. It's a tightening, a tingling when you're angry, when you're sad, when things affect you. Listen to your body, and your body will speak to you. But that's about being grounded and being centered and knowing who you are, all of who you are. Mind and body, they work together. And so if you work with them, they work for you. So listen to your body. Notice your body. Notice the sensations that your body feels when emotions are occurring. And then you'll know how to regulate your emotions more effectively.